We back. First of all, did the camera quality go higher? Like, I got everything in line now. Like, I'm locked in. But let's get right into the story today, into the podcast today. Look, I just want to keep improving the quality for these videos for y'all, so it's like more enjoyable, the audio and everything. But I'll start with the story because we're gonna get right into it. I just experienced one of the craziest dichotomies of my life last week, and this was one of the craziest mental barriers I've ever had to go over. And it's the most random thing, but I understand. Since I thought about it, I understand now. I understand why it got to me so much. So I do a lot of hard things, if you guys don't know. Today I just did a 6-mile run on a hill. Like, I do a lot of physically hard things, and I'm proud of myself for that. I love that. Like, looking back to where I came from, like, I used to be fat. Most of you guys know I used to be fat. But looking back, I do a lot of hard things. Like, a lot of the courses I go to, like, for God's sake, I'm in the Marine Corps, in case you don't know. Like, I do a lot of hard courses. You know, I love it because it feels so good, and it's so physically difficult, but it's mentally difficult, but mostly physically difficult. But I've been able to get over that, but this one was different. This one was just, it wasn't the same as it used to be. This one was mental, and I've heard a lot of people say they go through the mental struggles, they go through the mental wars. I've really never like had any mental struggles in my life. I've really not had to like overcome anything mentally that's that bad. Yes, I mean, here are two, like one of like the basics, like the hard things. You just gotta get over it. Like, although some of it is mental, but this one was different. This one was something I've never experienced before. This one was like a social problem. This one wasn't like oh, I gotta do my homework and I gotta go get over this mental barrier, even though I'm lazy and I don't want to do it right now, blah blah. You know, I gotta stop procrastinating. It's not that type of mental war. This one is like a social mental war. Like, it was like me versus me. Like, I was almost fighting myself in my own head, and this stuff was terrible. And you know, they say once you become a man, you start fighting this war, you start fighting these battles, even with yourself. Now I'm starting to understand, because I literally just went through my first one, and I'm gonna start with the story now. So last year, I had my camera. I'm gonna actually show it to you guys. Hey, look, I got my camera bag here. This has a lot of my equipment. Last year, I only had this camera right here. This is what I used to film with. This tiny little camera. And now I have an old camera bag filled with all the gear you can imagine. But let me return this real quick. Boom. Last year was a great year because I was literally, last year every week I was getting a phone call like, yo Sam, we should work together, like, can we take some pictures, this and that, like, we would pay you, blah blah. And I just felt like I didn't have enough quality to give the people what I thought I could give them. I remember last year I would say no to a lot of like picture gigs. I would say no to a lot of stuff because I just didn't feel like I had the quality, like the professional quality that those people deserved yet. Because I was saving money up. I've been saving money up for this camera for a long time. Because I was saving money up, and this, you know, this cost me a lot. And I was like, guys, just don't worry. By January next year, I'll have all my new gear. Everything was going to be alright. And, you know, obviously I kept working, kept saving my money. I already knew, like, I was going to buy a new camera, buy a bunch of gear, you know, start working, start getting some gigs in, stuff like that. You know, but everyone was calling me back to back to back to back to back. I was like, bro, like, this is nice, but damn, y'all, let me get my new camera first. So, got my new camera, went home, did the photo shoot with my homies, even though they were 3 hours late. I will never forget that shit. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. But that was great. And for January, I had a lot of plans coming back here. The first initial plan, my homie was supposed to come here. My best friend Ryan was supposed to come here to California. I was going to do like a photo shoot. I already set some stuff up with some other homies. Like, yo, we're going to go in the desert. We're going to go to Arizona. Like, there's some crazy dunes out there. And I was like, y'all just wait. I'm gonna get my new camera. We're gonna do all this shit, right? And I came back, and everything started slowly falling apart, you know. But I was still confident. Like I was still like, I'm good. Like it's not that deep, right? It's really not that deep. I was like, you know what? I'll still find like some other stuff to do, right? So my friend canceled. Unfortunately, they couldn't come because they had some issues going on, kind of like personal stuff. But it's cool. And the desert one was like, yo, all my boy that was supposed to go to the desert with, he's not here no more. He just, he left, and he don't work here no more. So that was cool. I was like, you know what? I mean, the plans are falling apart, but I give all the glory to God. I put my faith in God always putting my faith in God. But I was like, okay, what else can I do? Like, let me start finding some people. Let's start doing some gigs. Even maybe it's another photographer. Let's like start like working together. I got this new camera. I'm ready to go. Like, I need to work. I need like to be active. I need to take pictures somewhere. I need to do something. And I got school going on. I got all that stuff going on. But everything is cool. But I still need to work, right? And just last year, everybody's calling me like every single week, like, can you do this? Can you take pictures for this? Can you take pictures for that? Can you take? And I'm just telling them no, I don't think I really got. Well, I just kind of like brushed them off, like, oh no, I'm kind of busy, like, cause I didn't think I had like the quality I needed. But now I got I got this insane camera like that can do everything, like literally everything. Like, I mean, look at the quality of the videos. The quality of my videos have gone up so much. I've spent a lot of money. I've invested a lot of my time, a lot of stuff. I even have like a C-stand coming in. And I'm just looking for people like, okay, I have everything though. Like, like, okay, where is everybody else that was calling me last year? When I'm telling you, everybody freaking disappeared. My phone was dry, and I experienced something I call like the great silence. And you guys know when it's silent, that's really when it becomes loud. And mentally, I was just like, wait, this is not supposed to happen. Like, wait, dude, like, this was not the plan. The beginning of this year was supposed to go like, the beginning of this year was supposed to be exponential. We're supposed to double what we did last year immediately this year, because I had so much planned out. I have everything planned out in so much detail. And nothing went according to plan. And it just wasn't that. It was the fact that I couldn't look for people to work with. And that I think it's because of the passion I have for like photography and just creating these pictures, and like just being a creative. I just want to do this all the time. All of my free time, all I'm thinking about is like, well, who I'm gonna take pictures of next. Like, who can I work with? What model can I work with? Everyone. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna text some people, right, and see if they want to work together. Like some people that have been, just some people like, yo, like, let's just go take some pictures. I set up this plan with this other guy, and the day came, and I texted him. I was like, yo, like, what's up? This dude told me, nah, bro, I'm not interested, bro. I'm busy right now. I have never had this happen to me. I've never had anyone like kind of tell me, no, I'm not interested. I'm good. What? The first question that came to my head was, what? Are you serious? Like, because last year it was people coming up to me that, hey, and this is when I had no equipment, like, yo, let's take pictures, let's do this and that. And this year, when I have everything, all the gear, where I've invested all the money, people are rejecting me. I was like, okay, I mean, cool, like, alright, first person, alright, we'll find something to do. Found someone else, texted her, like, yo, you trying to work? She's like, yo, I sent her my pictures and sent her the stuff I've done. She's like, oh yeah, this is cool, like, damn, yeah, I like your pictures, stuff like that, blah, blah. And then we're texting back and forth, we're making plans, blah, blah. And the day came, close to the day, texted me, yeah, I'm not interested anymore in taking pictures. That's when I was like, wait. And the cloud kind of came over my head. Like this, it literally felt like something was over my head. Because I'm like, wait, make una chill. Wait, chill for a second. Are you serious right now? Like, last year, just literally a couple weeks ago, people were begging me for gigs. Like, yo, come out, do this. Like, we'll pay you, blah, blah. And now that I have all the good equipment, that I'm all good now, I have to go beg people to even like just take. And by the way, I'm not charging these people. Like, I'm just like, hey, let's just work together. Like, get some, work done. Like, let's just like have some fun. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone's telling me, no, I'm busy. Nah, I'm not interested, man. That messed with my mind. And I'm not an entitled person. I don't think I am. But the fact that I'm so passionate and I'm really trying to put in some work, and my plan crumbled, and just didn't crumble once, twice, or 3 times. My plans crumbled at least like 6, 7 times. And it just kept crumbling. And I just have all this equipment sitting here. That was tough. I can't lie. That was some tough stuff. I couldn't believe it. But I was just in my room like, wait. I was just sitting here like, wait. This is not real. And that's the dichotomy of this life. One day you might not have the equipment and everyone's begging you, but next day you have the equipment and everything you need, and you're begging people like, yo. And I'm like, how does that work? Like, the roles are like, things are kind of reversed. It shouldn't work this way, but I figured it out. And to get over it, like, when I'm going through these mental struggles, it's not like exercising anymore. Exercising, I just push. I'm like, nah, my body can take it. I just keep going up that hill, keep running up that hill, and I'm all good at the end of the day. And I'm like, oh wow, I did it. But this one it wasn't physical. It was just the mental and spiritual part. This one doesn't, like, the physical pain hurt, but the mental pain is something different. The mental pain is something different. Now I believe people when they say, oh, my mental health is this, my mental health is that, because I'm always like, bro, like, mental health, like, I've never had anything like wrong with my mental health. I'm always good. Like, I'm always doing something. But the fact that it was quiet, and a lot of the people, and by the way, a lot of the people I know that I really go out with, that I really like fuck with like that, like, which is like a very few people, by the way. They're all gone. Some of them are in another country right now. Some of them are just out. Like, some of them are just doing their own thing. They're not even close. So right now, I don't even hang, like, all I have is photography, like, trying to work, trying to, like, get my craft better. And the fact that I don't even have people around me to work with, it just bothered me a lot. And yeah, that mental pain just hurts, man. That stuff was different. And immediately I was like, you know what? And one thing about me is that once a problem comes and I'm feeling the pain, in the middle of that pain, I acknowledge the pain, and I'm like, okay, you know what? What do I do to fix this? I have to scramble up. I was like, the best thing I could do right now is what I've always done. It's just the solution. The problem is the solution. The camera is the solution. So, got my camera. I literally set up this stuff in my whole room, and I started taking pictures of what? Of myself. I was like, okay, if nobody's going to take pictures of me, I'm going to take pictures of myself, and I'm going to edit them, and they're going to look good. Even though it's not the most creative stuff, but now I started playing with lighting a little bit. I started learn, I learned something that night, a little bit about lighting, little bit about reflectors, stuff like that. And I had a portrait of my head, and I edited out all my pimples and stuff like that. And I was, getting better at this stuff, and I'm watching videos. And next, I went to the beach, just walked, listening to music, just thinking, just meditating. And it was dark. Like, it was really dark night. I was just walking on the beach. I had this jacket on. I had my headphones on, 100%, like, just blasting music while I was feeling the winds. It was perfect therapy, by the way. And that helped me get over it. I was just thinking, like, God, why? And, the voice came back and said, just put your faith in God. Like, without God, nothing is possible. Just trust him. He's the only one that knows what he's doing. So I kind of had to go back to my roots and be like, okay, Sam, voila, trust God again. Trust God, because that's the only thing you can do. And I trusted him, and here I am. I mean, honestly, I can't tell you I've made a complete 180, because this documentation, this like podcast is is documenting my journey throughout life, like throughout my teenage life, and so maybe one day later I will watch everything again. But this is really me just documenting this, and this is my first mental, my first mental blockade, you could say, that I had to overcome, like a barrier that I had to really just really crumble. I had to, like the wall of Jericho, I had to bring this thing down, because this stuff hurt. This one really hurt, and I was like, dang, bruh. And there's just this thing about passion and love. Once you love something and you don't have the chance to do it, it's like, damn. And it's just like, and the fact that I think I'm an asset to people, literally. And the people I'm asking are like aspiring models that I have nobody to take pictures of them, and they're telling me no. And but now, like, take away all the ego. Now I just see what God. I don't know what God is trying to do, but I know it's for the best, and I know one day I'm gonna be surrounded with the perfect people. I have faith. And a week later, today, I'm supposed to take, I got some work to do. I'm supposed to take pictures of this person. But one thing about me is that if a plan falls through or not, I'm still going to take my pictures. I'm still going to take my pictures. I'm still going to go out and I'm going to take my pictures regardless if a plan falls through or not. So today, let's see if it goes through. I got some work in late April that's coming up. That's actually far away, but I got some work in, February that's coming up. So but what I'm really looking for is like a bunch of other creative people who are willing to work, who are willing to, come together, like just do something that has not been done before. Like, I just love that scene. I really love the scene of creative people, and I've joined Facebook group. I've gone on LinkedIn. I've been texting people. But one thing I don't do though, that I have to take accountability for, I don't go out as much as I would like to, because most of the time I'm stuck in my room doing homework for college, because I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get my degree, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. But that is my story for today. And if you guys have gone through something like this and you're feeling that storm, just calm down. Like, I know it's easy to say calm down, but just trust me. If you put your faith in God, there's this song that says, cast all your cares upon the Lord. Like, and if you're not religious, it don't matter. Just give it to God. Just give all your problems to God, and He will take care of it. But I hope to, keep taking pictures, to meet more creative people. This is my goal. Meet a lot more creative people, models, videographers, photographers, because this really is what I love to do. Like, even without money, I've been spending my money on camera gear for, like, I wasn't even making money, and I was spending my money on camera gear because I just liked it so much. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. But cast all your cares upon the Lord. If there's anything you should learn from this podcast today, is cast all your cares upon the Lord. Everything you care about, everything you're passionate about, if it's not going your way, just give it to God. He's the only one that can take care of it. And that storm, I promise you, would overcome that storm. The storm would always go. It's always gonna go by. So, listen, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. I'm low-key getting more views than I thought I was gonna get, because I'm not promoting any of these videos. Obviously it's my personal journey. I don't need every single person on Instagram knowing yo, this. But everyone that watches this, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I hope to keep giving you guys more stories. And I hope you guys like the setup. I hope you guys like the setup. Have a good one. I love y'all.